Welcome to FrogLegs Culinary Academy. My name is Mrs. FrogLegs, and today we're going to learn about yeast. We're going to work with it and make some dough with it, and it's something that we use a lot at FrogLegs. So we use a lot of yeast. Here's our big bowl of it. And yeast, if you don't know, is a single-celled organism. It's been dehydrated, and in order for it to come alive, we need to reactivate it. So we activate that by giving it a bath. We give it a bath of warm water, not too hot, not too cold, just right. And that's what yeast really likes. So we give it a bath. Giving the bath wakes it up. And when you wake up your yeast, then it becomes hungry, and yeast needs to be fed. And yeast has a sweet tooth, so we feed it a little bit of sugar. So you could also feed it something like maple syrup or some honey, but we go ahead and just use about a tablespoon of sugar. And what happens then is that the yeast goes ahead and eats the sugar, and the byproduct of it eating, it actually sort of burps a little bit. It burps and toots and makes carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide are all the gases that come up and get trapped in the flour and make our dough rise. Now how it does that is that we knead the dough. Kneading the dough is extremely important, and your dough is not going to rise if you don't knead it. The reason that's important, I'm going to explain it, is that if you had a spider web and you had all the little strands of the spider web, if air were to go through a spider web, it would pass right through. That's what happens when you first go ahead and put water and our mixture into our flour. It would just sort of pass right through. The reason for that is we haven't developed the glutens yet. Glutens are developed when we knead. So the more we knead it, the more glutens that are developed and the more strands. So then picture your spider web turning into a balloon. When you blow air into a balloon, the air is trapped. And that's basically what happens to our flour and how you get a really nice fluffy pizza dough or bread dough or anything you want. So we're gonna go ahead and put it together for you. So we have our flour here. We have our yeast mixture. We're gonna add in a little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil. There's all kinds of dough mixtures. Some require oil, some require eggs, some require milk. So it's really up to you, but we're sort of making a basic pizza dough. We're gonna stir this up a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you how to knead the dough. So I pretty much take it from here. I just like to go ahead and pour this out onto the table. And I love to do this with the kids because they get to see it all come together. So we're gonna take this mess and turn it into something beautiful. So the more you knead it, just like this, you're sort of pushing it away and pulling towards you. I like to kind of get into this rocking motion. Kids find this so fun. Not only do they get their hands in the dough, but they get to see something really transform into something that didn't look like anything. All of a sudden turns into something beautiful. So you want to do this for a good 5 to 10 minutes and let it keep kneading. So we're going to sort of set this aside and work on it. Here is sort of what our dough looks like afterwards. It's this beautiful, fluffy dough. What you want to do after you knead your dough is you want to cover it and you want to put it in a warm place. The reason you put it into a warm place is that the warmth helps the yeast stay alive and keep growing, and that is what will make it really fluffy. So about 2 hours from now, we're gonna come back and we're gonna go ahead and make something really delicious with it. Stay tuned.